Welcome to Buugeng Basics 10. Today I'm going to look at one particular movement, that is my introduction to isolations. That will be this motion. I'm going to look at 4 pieces of this motion that allow you to always execute it properly. The hand path is simple. It's just a circle. The width of this circle ends up being about to here, especially if you have a perfect half circle on each side of the buugeng. For a dies buugeng, you can see it's not a perfect half circle. The blade actually spans a little bit farther out. So in order to create a nice isolation motion, I have to imagine that there is a half circle on this side, which would probably come up to about here. So the width of my hand path in a circle is about this much. It ends up being about the width of my shoulders. The hard part is when you then have to do the finger motion with that hand path. So the finger motion isolation involves 4 points of importance. The bottom point, the motion in between the bottom and top point, that's the second part. The third part, the top point, and the fourth part, the motion back to the bottom. In this motion, the thumb acts mostly as an axis of rotation. The fingers end up being what pushes the buugeng through its isolation motion. So, to start this move, I have my thumb in the middle of the buugeng. My ring and pinky finger go on the bottom with my thumb. I push with my ring and pinky finger as I go through the second part of the motion, all the way to the top. Now, halfway through, I will actually move my thumb away from the buugeng, and as I come up to the top, I am pushing with my ring and pinky finger, balancing on my pointer and middle finger until here. At this point, I can put my thumb back on the bottom. As you see, I started here, my thumb was on the bottom. If I had kept my thumb in the same place, it would be on top here. But to create a smoother isolation motion, I actually just use my thumb up to this point, and then just my fingers. At the third part, here, I put my thumb back on the bottom. I am capable of switching my pointer and middle finger to the top, and my ring and pinky finger to the bottom again. I move halfway through the motion to here, and then move my thumb away to get all the way back to the bottom with just my fingers. This point right here, I'm using my pointer and middle finger to push through the isolation motion while keeping everything balanced in the middle with just those 4 fingers. Up to this point, I then put my thumb back down on the bottom, switch my pointer and middle to the top, and ring and pinky back to the bottom. And I'm back where I started. Here's the motion as slow as I can possibly do it. Sped up. This isolation motion definitely helps to have a little bit of momentum.